Stay with me till the end, because this tribute holds a soft candlelight roll call, a quiet moment of thanks, and one last surprise photo that will give you goosebumps. Tonight we remember the stars we lost in 2016, artists, actors, musicians, dreamers, people who filled our lives with stories, songs, courage, and kindness. Take a deep breath, keep watching, and let their light guide us through this gentle journey of remembrance. We begin with William Christopher, the calm soul who played Father Mulcahy on M***S***H. His kindness on screen matched the warmth fans felt in their hearts. Debbie Reynolds carried joy into every room and left us with a smile that still feels like sunshine. Carrie Fisher was fearless, funny, and brave, our Princess Leia, who also spoke openly about mental health, teaching us that honesty can save lives. George Michael sang with a voice that wrapped around the world. His songs still feel like home. Zsa Zsa Gabor brought old Hollywood sparkle, a quick wit, and a larger-than-life charm. Dr. Henry Heimlich gave the world a simple move that has saved countless lives. His work keeps saving people every day. Bernard Fox brought dry humor and a twinkle to roles in Bewitched and Titanic, a familiar face that always felt welcome. Alan Thicke's warmth on Growing Pains made millions feel like family. John Glenn showed us what courage looked like, first in space, then in service. Greg Lake gave progressive rock its heart and poetry. Troy Shannell's gentle melodies still drift through quiet rooms. Grant Tinker shaped the golden age of television with taste and vision that lifted everyone around him. Fritz Weaver carried wisdom into every part he played, a steady hand and a thoughtful voice. Ron Glass made us laugh and then made us think. Barney Miller and Firefly fans will always keep him close. Florence Henderson mothered a generation with grace and good cheer. Leon Russell blended soul, gospel, and country into music that felt timeless the first time you heard it. Robert Vaughn stood tall with wit and style, and the man from Uncle Leonard Cohen wrote songs that felt like prayer. Hallelujah still moves like a slow river through the heart. K-Star's golden voice kept big band romance alive for decades. Tanny Grimes floated through stage and screamed with wit and elegance. Bobby V gave a sweet voice to the early beat of pop. Kevin Meaney brought a comedian's brave heart and a warmth that made rooms feel friendly. Agnes Nixon wrote daytime stories that mattered. She honored everyday people and all their struggles. Milt Moss had that quick spark that turns a line into a laugh you remember. Arnold Palmer didn't just play golf, he made it exciting to watch and easy to love. Edward Albee's words cut sharp and true. He asked hard questions and trusted us to answer. Hugh O'Brien played heroes and built leaders in real life through youth programs. Gene Wilder made magic with a glance. He gave wonder a face and a heart. Harry Mr. Fujiwara was a pro wrestling original, a born showman who loved the craft and the crowd. Marvin Kaplan's voice and timing made cartoons and sitcoms warmer and funnier. Stephen Hill brought quiet power to Law and Order, showing strength and stillness. Five-ish Finkel filled rooms with charm and a smile that softened the edges. Kenny Baker gave life to R2-D2. Without words, he made a galaxy feel human. Pete Fountain's clarinet danced through New Orleans like a bright parade. Jerry Doyle carried himself with blunt honesty and heart on air and on screen. Marnie Nixon was the secret voice behind classics. When the music had to be perfect, she was there. Gary Marshall made shows and films that felt like family gatherings, happy, messy, full of love. Nate Thurman stood in the pain like a legend and lived like a gentleman. Noel O'Neill's Lois Lane showed courage and grace. She set the tone for all who followed. Michael Cimino told stories with deep feeling, making characters linger long after the credits. Anton Yelchin was full of promise and feeling. He left us too soon, but his work still glows. And Morgan Gilbert brought a natural warmth to every scene. The kind of actress who feels like a friend. Gordie Howe, Mr. Hockey, showed skill, strength, and a true love of the game. Christina Grimmie's pure voice and kind heart touched millions. Her light lives on in those she inspired. Muhammad Ali floated, stung, and stood up for what he believed. He made the world listen. Morley Safer told stories with calm care. He helped us understand the world with patience and good sense. Alan Young carried humor gently, steady, and bright. Julius La Rosa's smooth voice brought easy grace to stage and airwaves. William Schaller worked everywhere, always with quiet class. Isato Mita turned classical music into stardust, opening new paths for sound. Billy Paul's Me and Mrs. Jones still holds its late-night glow. Prince redefined music and style. He refused to fit in any box and taught us to be brave. Doris Roberts timed every laugh and every sigh perfectly. She made family stories feel true. China, Jo Marie Laurer, broke barriers and inspired strength in and out of the ring. And Jackson balanced elegance and truth, bringing real life to every role. Merle Haggard wrote the heart of everyday people and let country music tell their stories. Gato Barberi's saxophone burned with feeling. He put fire in every note. Patti Duke gave brilliant performances and honest advocacy. Courage was her through line. James Noble played dignity with a wink. He made kind feel cool. Kitty Collins' Little Things Mean a Lot reminds us that love often lives in small moments. Mother Angelica reached people through faith and a firm spirit. She built something that outlived her. Gary Shandling's comedy rewired the way TV talks about itself. He was a builder and a breaker in the best way. Ken Howard stood up for artists and told human stories with steady grace. Joe Garagiola loved the game and loved the people who played it. He made baseball feel like a neighbor's porch. Frank Sinatra Jr. carried a great name with care and brought his own sound to rooms around the world. Keith Emerson pushed keys and ideas as far as they could go. He made the piano roar and sing. George Martin shaped the sound of modern music. He listened deeply and helped artists become legends. George Kennedy brought strength and kindness to every part. You believed him, always. Frank Kelly's humor was rich and warm, and his timing was a gift. Harper Lee gave the world a book that taught millions about fairness, courage, and compassion. Her words still guide us. Vanity, Denise Matthews, burned bright, then found faith and kindness in the years that followed. Dan Hicks mixed swing, folk, and sly smiles into something fresh and fun. Maurice White lifted the world with earth, wind, and fire. His music still jumps with joy. Bob Elliott, half of Bob and Ray, show how dry we can be as rich as a full orchestra of jokes. Paul Kantner helped build the sound of a generation. His guitar carried a movement. Mike Myers sang and acted with an easy charm that made audiences feel welcome. A.V. Goda became a legend by simply being true. His gentle presence made people relax. Glenn Frey's voice and writing helped define the open road dream. The Eagles still fly because of him. Dan Haggerty's warm eyes made even the wild feel friendly. Alan Rickman's voice could cut glass or heal a heart. He made every role feel necessary. David Bowie showed us how to reinvent ourselves. He turned difference into strength and art into life. Pat Harrington Jr. gave working class stories humor and heart. Robert Stigwood saw what a sound or a story could become and pushed it to the center of culture. Each name is a life, a set of choices, a circle of people who love them and still do. Some brought joy with a joke, some broke new ground with a song, some taught us to be brave, and some saved lives with ideas or simple acts. They were not only stars, they were parents, partners, friends, mentors, neighbors. When we say their names, we do more than remember. We pass their gifts forward. Their work keeps playing, their lines keep echoing, their notes keep rising. In living rooms, cars, headphones, theaters, and quiet evenings, they're still with us. If you're watching this far, take a moment to think of one person on this list who changed something for you. Maybe it was a song that got you through a long night. Maybe it was a scene that made you feel seen. Maybe it was a game that showed you what grace under pressure looks like. Hold that memory for a few seconds. That is how legacies live, one heart at a time. As we close, here's a gentle promise we can make together: to speak kindly, to listen more closely, and to keep art, sport, and story alive by sharing them. Revisit a favorite album tonight. Rewatch a scene that once made you laugh or cry. Tell someone younger why this person mattered. Light carries best when we pass it from hand to hand. Thank you for watching till the very end of this tribute. If this remembrance touched you, please like the video, subscribe for more heartfelt stories, and share in the comments which star you're honoring today and the moment you'll never forget. Your message might help someone else remember too. Until next time, may their memory be a blessing, and may we keep their light shining.